Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Boycott! Tyrannosaurus! The SoulProviderZ.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious? Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Boycott! Tyrannosaurus! The SoulProviderZ. Your soul is mine.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine. Riddle me this. The SoulProviderZ. Why so serious? Boycott! Tyrannosaurus! Always winterize your pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Why so serious? Hadouken!
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
By your powers combined.
Riddle me this.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined.
Hadouken!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you"?
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Riddle me this. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined,
Hadouken! Yoga Flame. Why so serious?
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Riddle me this. The SoulProviderZ. Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Why so serious?
By your powers combined,
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Always winterize your pipes.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but
What is going on? SoulProvider here, the host of the Nerd Pill. Be sure to like the video, to subscribe, guys. We are here with episode 23 of Otaku Jump podcast. Hope you guys are having a good and safe weekend out there. Shout out to everyone that came in the chat early. What's going on, Lando? Sheed with here. What's going on, Doug? What is up? Shout out to y'all that came through in the chat early. We got a lot of stuff to cover, so coming early is always appreciated. If you missed the last episode, we're available on Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Anchor, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. You can check out all the other formats in the description. You can check out my Anchor as well, if you have that, if you prefer that. Also, if you missed the last episode, we do premiere and broadcast twice a month. So if you join the Discord, you can stay updated with that, or you could just check out my community tab to stay updated with upcoming episodes. So, with me today, we got our co-host. What's going on? Omega, what's going on? What's up?
Hey, what's up? Let's get ready. Let's get active.
Okay. All right. What's going on, Lou? What's up? Is Lou there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? I was muted. My bad. What's up?
Alrighty. Eisen should be joining us soon. I think he's coming back from seeing Black Adam. So let's cover some of the posts that we had on the Nerd Pill recently. So Yesterday I posted a Dragon Ball related poll. So Dragon Ball has a ton of game releases going all the way back to Super Nintendo. What is the best Dragon Ball game? So 28 votes total. You can still vote now, and then we'll cover it later on a later date. So far right now, winning is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with 61%. Dragon Ball FighterZ Z with only 11%, which is shocking. That one got so low. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 got 4%. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 got 14%. And Dragon Ball Z The Legacy of Goku got 11%. Now, I'm not going to lie. The one that won, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, was my favorite Dragon Ball Z game that came out. I played that game like crazy, so I'm kind of glad it won, but I'm surprised that Dragon Ball FighterZ wasn't second place. Because FighterZ, it seems like the fighting game community loved that game to death, so I'm kind of shocked on that. Amiga, any thoughts on the poll so far? What do you think?
The polls, I think, were a bit, I don't know, for Dragon Ball Z to get that low of a poll. I guess I don't know. It's I think it's just because there's so many dope animes, and I definitely got to give a shout out to Mappa out. So it's kind of it's interesting.
What was your favorite game, Dragon Ball Z game, you think, so far?
Mine wasn't even on there really? But I would have to go with Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Oh, okay, the first one.
First one, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a classic.
But the one, and you guys can roast me until Armageddon, but I really still enjoyed the PS1 Dragon Ball GT final bout.
Whew, man, that's old. Golly. I mean, it's classic, though. That is a classic.
Old Roshi nigga status.
Or mine was from back then. Mine was definitely Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Legends. I love that game. That old school game.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So what do you think, Lou, about the best Dragon Ball Z games? What do you think? Thoughts?
Yeah, I had a question. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought Budokai 3 was, what's the difference between Budokai 3 and Tenkaichi Budokai 3? What was the difference?
But Budokai 3 was more like your classical like fighter, kind of like it had a typical fighter format, but Tenkaichi 3 kind of made the you had like a full level to fly around and fight. Versus
That's right. Okay, that's right.
You had like a full big ass arena, like the shit was huge, and it felt really like Dragon Ball Z, honestly, because you could smash people through buildings and mountains.
That's what. Yeah, because I got you. You know what I picked though? I picked Legacy of Goku.
Oh, okay, classic.
One on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
The one on the Game Boy Advance, because that was I just the ones I played. Because the only time I really played Budokai was when I was over my friend's house, because he had a PlayStation, and I was still on GameCube and stuff like that. I was a Nintendo head, and I had got that Legacy.
Damn.
We used to go on trips, and I would always have my Legacy of Goku while I was in the car. So that was all-time favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one though. Yeah, Legacy of I think they had 3 series, right? They had a third one, right? Like Legacy of Goku, Boo,
Kakarot, Boo.
Yeah, Boo. Yeah.
Yep.
What was the other one? I think it was Vegeta. Was it Vegeta's arc? No, it was.
Maybe it was Cell, Android Saga,
I think.
maybe. But they sold pretty well though. So.
No, it was 4. It was 4 of them.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought
it was Legacy of Goku. No, my bad. It was 3. Boo's Fury was 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's good game.
If I'm correct, they liked it so much because of the skill tree, right? Like the way you advanced.
Yep.
Right?
You had to unlock Kamehameha and different Destructo Disc, and you had to be at a certain level to break certain mountain, rocks to get the shortcut, stuff like that. And it had a hell of a lot of playthrough value. Like, when you replay a game, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Play a game,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, good times, man. Good times. Nostalgic.
Great times.
Nostalgic is crazy, man. So the next one. Oh well, before we get to that, do you remember the Dragon Ball Z Budokai strategy guide? Do you remember that, Omega? Remember those strategy those strategy guys you used to get back in the day?
Yep.
Oh man, nostalgia. Golly.
Definitely nostalgia, man.
All right. So next one was God of War Ragnarok will be releasing this November for winter season. What was the best game release in the franchise so far? So 45 votes total. You can still vote. So right now, God of War 2018. It came out on PS4. It also came out on PS5 and PC. It's dominating the vote with 64%. At 2%, God of War, the original release back in PS2 days, with only 2%. Interesting. God of War 3, PS3, came out 2010, 16%. God of War 2 on the PS2 came out 2007 with 16%. And God of War Ascension on the PS3 2013 with 2%. So not too shocking, honestly, but I did think that maybe God of War 3 would have been a bit higher than what it was.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought God of War, it got the best. It was like the best. Didn't it get Game of the Year? Or
Yeah,
PlayStation game?
I mean it was dominating the PS3 back in those days. So now, of course, I can see why God of War PS4 is recent, because especially with Ragnarok coming out, I mean, there's a lot of hype around that, and a lot of people are probably going to be playing that game now this year, right before the game comes out. So I can see why it would be pretty high. But God of War 3, I think, deserves. It shouldn't be tied. I don't see it being tied. I think that should have been a bit higher, and then maybe after that God of War 2, and then maybe after that original God of War, then maybe last place Ascension. But I'm shocked people didn't vote for God of War 3 more.
In God of War, that's when he killed Zeus, right?
I don't even remember the stories like that.
3 is, if it's PS4, I believe so.
No, in God of War 3, he went to Mount Olympus and killed Zeus.
Yeah. I believe that is the one. Because I mean, me personally, I picked, definitely picked God of War 2. So,
okay.
Yeah,
Classic.
like that was my favorite. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like I really enjoyed the element of how it starts from that very first where you're fighting the what is it, the Colossus of I forget where we'll just say Rome. It's all in Rome, right? But you're fighting that Colossus, then you go right into being on a freaking griffin. I thought that was amazing. And I mean, also the part where, you got that menage a trois with those chicks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that freaking what is it, the statue.
Mm-hmm.
The statue is insinuating the pumps.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lou,
yeah.
Lou, what was your choice for God of War games?
Johnny, you asked me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I went with God of War 3 because I didn't even play all of them. I just remember God of War 3 the most.
Oh, okay.
That's what I had.
Okay. Are y'all excited about the new Ragnarok coming out game next month? Are y'all getting it, or what? What do y'all think?
Hey, I don't even got a PlayStation yet.
Damn.
To be honest, I've been slacking. I've been stutter stepping. Been thinking, do I want to get the Xbox? Do I want to get both? Do I want to get PlayStation? I've been in and out.
Yeah, man. I'm in the same way, and I think it's just because I'm thinking of PC over PS5, but I'm so used to consoles. Like, it's a tough one, but I definitely want to get it because they have Street Fighter on there. They got the brand new, what is it, 6? I always mess up. Yeah, 5 was 5. This is 6, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a tough call, but for that coming out, then I think it's going to be astonishing. The graphics look amazing from the trailer, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely don't get an Xbox, Lou. Get a PC or a PS5. That's your best choice right now. Don't get an Xbox. You're wasting your money.
You might be right. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take your word on that because now I got 16 gigabytes of RAM. Is that enough for gaming?
Maybe you should probably go higher.
Well, yeah, I probably get my own PC rig, huh?
Yeah, just build one.
I wonder though, the way the PC is for that Stream Deck. Do you think that's pretty cool? Like, would that work?
I mean, if you like the handheld,
or is it just better to get?
Yeah, if you like a handheld option, yeah, go for it. But I just prefer kind of sitting on, my office chair, chilling, or my couch.
Yeah, getting relax and gaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna quickly. Well, we're not gonna quickly. We're gonna talk about Black Adam. I hope Eisen. Well, whenever Eisen shows up, we'll definitely ask him about his opinion with Black Adam. So I just wanted to look at the gross box office opening weekend that we have so far. Domestic was 67 million, international was 73 million, and total is 140 million. Now, this is not, of course, opening in 4,400 theaters. Of course, it's Warner Bros. DC's movie with Dwayne Johnson. The movie came out this weekend. I watched it on Thursday. These other two guys saw it as well. So we're going to do a quick, really thorough review on this. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Omega. Give me your original thoughts of Black Adam.
Okay, so I'm going to say right off the bat, I really enjoyed this movie. The flow of it was, I think, very professional, and it kept you in depth from a little bit of action, but then also a lot of descriptive story, you know. We definitely get more of the past and future thing going on. Definitely in the visuals too. I did like the scenery of like where this place is, you know. From where it was in ancient times to how it developed in modern times. I thought that was just amazing. More anything, I would definitely give this, if I had to rate it, I would give it a 7.
Okay.
No, you can't use 7. You can't use 7. You can't use 7.
Wait, why? Why not?
We know.
Because everybody picks 7. You gotta.
Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna go out there and put it in an 8.
Wow.
We'll let Aizen Sama come and be like, I know he picked 8.
you see what I'm saying? You see how when you gotta use 6 or 8, it's more impactful.
Right.
Yeah, because I said wow, so it's like that's high as fuck. Wait, anything else, Omega?
No, but I really enjoyed it. The acting was pretty on point. The battles were amazing. It didn't seem like it was too heavy on the CGI. The effects of the CGI of lightning and fire that shit look fucking real as fuck. And I've been able to, in my own personal life, seen lightning strike something into like thunder, you know, like thunder and lightning kind of work in tandem. And it looked like they got the effects down perfectly, but there were moments where they really nailed in on, if you're dead for like 50,000 whatever years or whatever, you see shit and you're not gonna be like, what's a door really? Like, I just go through things, like, kind of situations like that. So yeah, it was very hilarious. Like, they had some good parts, like the banter between, well, I want to say the aggressive banter between, you had the Hawkman and then you had Black Adam was perfect.
Okay, you had a lot of positives. What are your negatives?
I think my one negative would have been that I wanted to see Atom Smasher and the other, I forget, what was it? Was she Hurricane?
Cyclone. Yeah, Cyclone.
I feel like they kind of got a little bit more, like, maybe fighting scenes, you know, like, or just
they needed more
in
development.
depth. I mean, yeah, a little bit more development. Like, I could say for the most part though, I think the major negative for me was the whole back and forth with the crown thing. Like, the crown thing kind of like, wait, you know, the one thing that they were missing at first, I kind of thought like, she should have been turned that thing upside down and realized, oh shit, you know. But that part was just negative to me. It just felt like the crown just was the center of what they needed to get, but the way it kept like, oh, they don't have it now. This person has it. That's how. It's like a little like annoying.
Okay, and so you're sticking with what? You score 7, right, or 8? You gotta choose one.
Yeah, no.
Fucking sticking with 8.
Okay, 8. All right, Luke, go ahead, cook. Go ahead, cook on Black Adam. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
You know what, man? Black Adam, I gotta admit, man, I came in with very low expectations. Very, very low. Right. I thought, because DC, I heard things that they were trying to revamp the DC universe with it. It was interesting. I gotta admit though, man, it was better than I thought. I gotta admit, it was better than I thought. I like how they did the whole him being Black Adam and how he got his powers with the they kind of showed the Shazam thing. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't, I was like, okay, I was wondering how they were going. I was like, where's Shazam? where's Shazam? You know what I mean? Like, and they kind of explained that. The Society of Justice. I like that old white dude, Kent, Dr. Fate. I liked him. Yeah. He was pretty cool. And that's what I was gonna say too. Man, they had a very it was real comedy. Like their jokes in there were like actually funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like Thor was all like parody and like, laugh box jokes and was forced jokes. Like it was like actually, it was like actually funny. The CGI was on point. I liked the soundtrack and the scores. I thought the music was good. The Rock was, I mean, he's the Rock. He was the same person pretty much in every movie.
Yeah.
The only issue, so that was about it. That Ishmael dude, I knew he was gonna be, because when they kept doing the flashbacks, I was like, oh, he looked just like the King back then. Just with a longer beard. I was like, what I'm saying? I was kind of picking that up. I saw them doing the foreshadowing, and I kind of like how they did the. You always like when they show like this is the story, but no, this is how it really happened. He wasn't no hero. He was actually, out for vengeance and stuff like that. So I guess they're exploring the whole anti-hero thing now and stuff like that. So I guess people are really getting tired of superheroes and stuff, maybe. So I thought that was cool. My negatives, the way they killed him at the end, I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, okay,
yeah.
I mean, if you could have did that, if you could have did that the whole time, then what was the point?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of all this? Dude? Like, if you got that much power, I mean, this shit could have been over. They could have been over with.
Yeah, right.
But the little boy was kind of I don't know. I don't want to say he was annoying.
He was annoying as
fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he was. Like,
yeah, he was irritating.
He was irritating to the fuck because, like, I don't know. He had crazy plot armor.
Yeah,
crazy.
Had like crazy screen time. What the fuck?
You know
my favorite annoying part was like he definitely when he threw out the rock and like the rock, like I guess I'm doing a pun here.
They threw out the rock. They threw out the rock side.
And it's funny because like Black Adam barely heard him before he was about to be shot. So I'm thinking to myself like, hey kid, he way up there, man. You better start yelling help. Like he said, hey, Black Adam. But it was just like, from that height, come on, how could he hear him? But, hey, super magical hearing. He saved his ass. But he did get kind of irritating.
I enjoyed the you know what I'm saying? Like, the misdirection, how, like, everybody thought the boy was him, and it wasn't him. And, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
But my rating, I don't want to take up too much time. I'm going to give it a 6.8.
Oh, come on, bro. You gotta keep a solid number. You gotta give me a 6 or a 7. You gotta choose one.
I gotta give you a number?
Yeah.
All right.
No decimals.
I'll lean more to this. You know what? Because if I give it an 8, would I watch it again?
Good question.
I'll give it a 6. I don't think I'd watch it again.
Okay. A 6? All right. So my thoughts. So, Dwayne Johnson, man, this guy really like promoted this movie heavy, like, and then there was so much coverage on his this movie on all the articles on Black Adam, you know, them saying, "Oh, Dwayne Johnson, this is the phase 1 of the DCEU. Like, we're just gonna reset everything and start over and shit." And you know, people are trying to say, "Oh, this is the Iron Man 1 film of the DCEU." I was like, "All right, so let's see what it is." And like you said, you know, low expectations. You know, come into these superhero movies because there's just too many of them. But I will say, I left the theater actually kind of pumped. I'm not gonna lie. I actually left the theater enjoying this more than Thor 4, and enjoying this way more than what's the other movie that came out recently? What's the recent superhero movie? It was Thor, Morbius. Yeah, definitely way better than Morbius.
Morbius was garbage. Yeah,
Morbius.
Yeah, definitely way better than that bullshit.
Although Morbius was like anti-hero, so
let me ask you
you
this,
know,
though,
I actually think this is going to be the anti-hero era. Like it, yeah. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say. So, was it because of the post-credit scene you were pumped?
Hell yeah, that scene, man. That scene.
And see, that's what I was gonna say, right? That post-credit scene was so lit, but I can't. You get what I'm saying? But I can't like. I don't know. I didn't add that into my rating because
right.
It was lit.
Yeah, that's
you get what I'm saying?
You can't add it. You can't add. That's not the movie. Yeah, that's right. But it did like kind of. It did kind of like, I guess they used that scene to kind of forgive how, you know, kind of, you know, all over the place the movie was. Like, hey, here's this dope ass post credit scene though, you know. So I guess that's kind of why, you know, I came pumped. But you know, this was heavy on Dwayne Johnson, and if you look at the Rotten Tomato score, right, 40% tomato meter, 90% audience score, right. So there's a reason why I think most normal fans and just like kind of casuals like Black Adam, because it's not that bad of a movie.
It wasn't bad at all
over the place? Yes. Like the time they spent on the kid with the skateboard, they should have replaced that to develop the other Cyclone and Atom Smasher. They could have did some more development on the fucking villain. Like, let's discover what this villain's really about and why he's trying to do this. Like, they didn't explain any of that. Let's actually do some development on the damn crown. Like, we're focusing so much time on this object, like we have no idea why we're focusing on it, you know?
Or that Ethereum thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they never even went to talk about that. They just kind of quickly passed by it. Like, there's a couple of things they could have just focused on, and I think reduce.
Yeah, they didn't go into full description.
Yeah, reduce the screen time with the skateboard kid, and add that to Cyclone, add that to Hawkman, and add that to Atom Smasher. Would have been way better. Oh, add that to Dr. Fate, because Dr. Fate was literally like the coolest one out of all of them.
Yeah, man.
Especially
he was dope.
The ending scene. It felt like I was watching like Injustice or Mortal Kombat or something. I was like, God damn. It's like straight up video game shit. Like, it was cool though. But it was cool. So Dr. Fate was dope. Hawkman was cool, although I will say I didn't like his helmet. I thought his helmet was kind of fucking too big and shit. But everything else, you know. But Hawkman, like, literally, like, he never gave up. That dude was fighting. I didn't know he was that strong because I'm not a comic book guy. But
yeah, the comic.
He was actually fighting and shit. Is he really that strong?
Is he that strong? He's very durable.
Damn.
The race of Thanagarians are freaking a powerhouse. I mean, they can, you know, test the might even of Superman. So
yeah,
they're highly durable, dude. Like, even their weapons don't. They hit them with it. It's not gonna affect them.
Yeah, I didn't.
And
know
that's
that
another
shit.
point too. He should have had way more development too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, those characters are not. They're cool characters. I mean, they're not bad. It's just like, let's do some more screen time with them. That's all. Especially Dr. Fate, dude. God damn.
Like, is he Hawk Girls and Jon Stewart's son? You know what I'm saying?
No idea.
I'm curious.
All we know that he had like a player jumpsuit and jumped out. He had like this pimp jumpsuit.
That jumpsuit looked
he had that Nike Tech suit.
Yeah, he has a drip. He has a drip. That shit was icy cold. I was like, God damn.
He was iced out.
It was almost like like when you seen it rip apart, you was like, oh, well, hopefully you got a second pair. Like,
right. Yeah, the whole aircraft was his. The whole building. I'm like, damn, dude got some money behind him. Fuck. But that was cool. So then, action scenes were pretty dope. I can't complain much about it. I do like the whole him actually saying the word Shazam and having to, you know, say it again and shit. That was pretty cool. And the difference between how he looked at the end of the movie and versus the beginning, because he actually was trying to be a hero at the end and not a villain. But if you notice, dude had a crazy ass kill count though. He killed a lot of people. I don't know the number.
Yeah, Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam killed a lot of people.
A lot of people.
And it gives no excuse to Venom 1 and 2, honestly, because you had this is PG-13, by the way, and he still killed a lot of people. Obviously we didn't see every kill scene, but still he killed a decent amount of people in a PG-13 movie. And then you look back at Venom 2, it's like, well, this was ass,
Yeah,
so
Venom, he was marketing board.
way better than Venom 2. In my opinion, I like this more better than Venom 2. Better than Thor, better than Mobius. The villain, I had no clue who he was. Like I said, no development, so I had no clue who he was. He looked cool. Looked like Akuma or some shit. But
Yeah, he did.
There's that.
Yeah.
But I would probably give this. I'm probably gonna give this like. Probably gonna give it like a 6. I'll probably give it a 6 out of 10. But I left the theater kind of pumped. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, because of that post-credit scene. But what do y'all think about the post-credit? Do y'all think is the future with Dwayne Johnson? Obviously in our headlines we have Man of Steel 2 to talk about, so we're gonna be talking about DC a lot in this episode. But what do y'all think about the post-credit scene?
That's what I was gonna say, man. That post-credit scene. That's why I had to take it out of my rating because I didn't want to. Because I would have gave it an 8, but I give my ratings based off I'm gonna watch it again. I'm not gonna watch a movie again for the post credit scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
It was just such a great, you know what I mean? It was such a dope surprise. I was like, oh hell yeah, yeah. I still give it a 6 just off. Like you said, it wasn't a lot of character development. The plot wasn't thick enough. You know what I mean? It was a lot of. It was a good fun movie. You know what I mean? It had a lot of good. You know what I mean? The jokes were good. They weren't forced. It was natural comedy. It had action. The CGI was cool. There was some nice little quirky interaction between Atom Smasher and Cyclone, and but like I said, the little boy, he just had too much time, too much plot armor. The lady, she was kind of like the
mother?
Like, how you? Yeah, I'm like. That whole when they flipped the crown upside down, they were like, "Oh, I read it wrong." I'm like, wow, y'all couldn't. How y'all the only one that did? Because I was wondering. You remember, when he turned that shield off and put the crown? I was like, why did he turn the shield off?
Right.
You remember that point? I was like,
at the end, yeah.
Why not? Why would you allow him to? You know what I'm saying? And then they explained that. So yeah, but I give it a 6. But if you should watch it though, just to
totally worth watching.
It was a good fun movie.
Totally worth watching. Totally worth it. I'd probably get this on Blu-ray too. Just for, I'd probably get it on Blu-ray. I think it's worth it. But definitely good. But like I said, and also keep in mind the budget for this movie was $195 million. So they didn't break even. They didn't break even. Right. Possibly it could, but this is usually not a good sign when a movie doesn't break even on their opening weekend. So technically this movie didn't do well, and that's why you're seeing low scores. Example, Morbius, who only made like 84 million in box office. That was terrible. But so that's just our thoughts. We'll get Eisen's thoughts when he comes and joins the broadcast.
Hey, you know one thing though, toward the end of just giving my 2 cents between the possibly going to be a fight between Black Adam and Superman.
Yeah, it's happening basically.
It's gonna. I kid you not, because I know more, of course, of the comics situation, but Black Adam is on the same level as Superman to a degree, but Superman is a lot more durable because he's been soaking up our sun for so long. If this was Superman that just got to our planet, of course he wouldn't be nowhere near Black Adam's power level. But this fight is, I believe, is gonna end on a thing where Superman does not want to go through that again, because he's gonna give him a run for his money. So Black Adam and them two are kind of evenly matched.
And they had an animated movie on that, Black Adam versus Superman. I think it was pretty good. I forgot the name of the movie, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the craziest thing though is that when it comes to Black Adam, and then you have Captain Marvel, which is Shazam, of course. They're on the same level, but for some reason, what is it? Captain Marvel gives Superman almost a more dominating run for his money than Black Adam does. So I find that interesting. But when Black Adam and Captain Marvel clash, it's kind of their ideals clash at the same time. So
right on time. Eisen, what's going on?
Yo, welcome.
No, what up, Eisen?
Right on time. So I gave Black Adam a 6. Mega gave it a 8, and I think Citizen Lou, you gave it a 6 as well, right?
Yeah, I gave it a 6. Yeah, we can't use 7s.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna use 7 either.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
Okay. Go ahead, Cook. Go ahead, Cook, guys. What do you think about Black Adam?
I was gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Ow. No, I mean, why is it an ouch? I figure. I mean, it's.
Go ahead, Cook.
I mean, you have The Rock playing Black Adam. The Rock is good at being The Rock. Dwayne Johnson is good at being The Rock.
Yeah.
He's not a great actor. If it's a character that's supposed to be somewhat like The Rock, I think he can pull it off. But Black Adam, it's not him. Every character he's played in the movie, pretty much, it didn't feel like him too much, except for like maybe a little bit in Walking Tall. That felt a little bit like him in that movie, and then I forgot of the other one, and even still in that one, Stifler made that movie what it was. I think he made that one stand out. But he's just not a good one for Black Adam. But I think it was cool though getting to see Dr. Fate. It was cool getting to see Hawkman, and then I guess I don't want to spoil anything, but for the rumor of the cameo at the end and what happens at the end and everything, all of that was cool to see what's going to happen. It's not that I'm going to blame him or anything for things how it is. I mean, we know that Hollywood likes using popular people to sell a movie. Why wouldn't they use him? He is entertaining as a Rock, but outside of that, he hasn't really done anything that's just really that polarizing. Except for he plays he's played his part in whatever those Fast and the Furious movies, but he's only got one character he can play, and if it's not like that, it's just gonna suck.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dwayne Johnson does act as Dwayne Johnson in most of his movies. That is a strong habit of his in all his movies, honestly. So what's your? You said 5 out of 10, right?
5 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. Would you still recommend people watch it, or you think maybe not? Just wait till it comes to some streaming service or HBO Max. What do you think?
I probably would wait till it came to if you have it. I would wait till it came to a streaming service. I mean, if you got kids or whatever, you got something you want to do, you can go ahead one time. It's not a multiple viewer. It's a one-time viewer.
That's what I said. Yeah, it's like a good little fun. You know what I'm saying? Just
popcorn flick. That's all. That's all.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's nothing. It's not. It doesn't have replay value like that. It didn't the character development wasn't that deep enough. The plot was not thick. It was kind of shallow, a tad bit. And I told you, the little boy had way too much time on screen. And he had Naruto. He had Naruto plot armor.
Yo, and I'm saying, if you're gonna give all the screen time, at least do a fucking kickflip. Like, for real. Like, that dude's skating skills were trash. The fuck?
He was weak as hell on that.
Yeah, he's just doing fucking ollies and shit. Like, nigga, do a flip, nigga.
Man, he had so much screen time. Shoot, I thought he was gonna get magic powers. I didn't know.
Low key. I thought he was about to take that damn Dr. Fate helmet. I was like, what?
Man, hey,
I thought that was gonna happen too. I was like, he gonna grab that shit,
and then he just
kick ollie flip,
I got disappointed
and turn into something.
I thought he was gonna do something.
And what was his name? Anu?
I don't even remember. I just call him.
I don't remember that boy.
I call him the kid. I just call him the kid.
Ain't no point in remembering it.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. He had that much screen time. You don't even remember his name.
No.
You know why he got that much screen time? Because it's, as we admitted to, Dwayne Johnson is good at playing The Rock. Nothing else.
Well, I'm just gonna call the kid Chip. He was
Chip. All right. Luke, go ahead and start with the multiverse saga article you got.
Oh yeah. So apparently, with the whole like we talked about last show where Blade they lost their director and everybody's complaining. So they pushed Blade to now, instead of November 3rd of next year, now it's going to be September 6th of the next year, of 2024 now. So, and then they also pushed some other movies back. I think Deadpool 3 got pushed back. It got pushed to November. That Fantastic Four movie got pushed to February of 2025.
God damn it. Jesus.
Avengers Secret Wars got pushed to May of 2026 instead of 2025 now. I mean, it's just, this is like, this is like something going on, man. All these little weak, little corny TV shows, and they just doing all, War Machine and She-Hulks and stuff. And I think that Kevin, he really is like, he
running out of gas, spread out.
Yeah, it's too saturated. It's getting, you know what I'm saying? It's getting too, they doing too much, and it's you're starting to see the effects of it. Like these are the movies we want to see, and now they suffering because of all this nonsense going on. Like, don't nobody care about War Machine. I was arguing with some people the other day, right? They had the audacity to say, they come out, so man, I like War Machine more than Hulk. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. First off,
as a character.
Yeah, I was like, bro, first off, they didn't even know his rank, his military pay grade. And then I was like, y'all called him Don Cheadle. Y'all ain't even saying, they never even called him War Machine in the movie. Y'all don't even know his name. And y'all talking about y'all like him more than Anthony Mackie's Hulk. I was like, y'all tripping.
Oh, that's true.
So anyway,
they never called him War Machine in the MCU.
Exactly, they've never called him.
They just call him Rhodey, I think.
That's what he's usually called because of his nickname. But anyways, my bad.
What'd you say?
I said that's what he's usually called because that's what his nickname is because of his name is James Rose. So.
Right, and then exactly, and then they've called him Colonel Rose before they called him War Machine. So that's what I was just saying. So I think that, but I was just pointing that out. I think that War Machine movie, they're probably gonna introduce Ironheart and Iron Maiden in there maybe. But those movies didn't get pushed back. That's all I was gonna say on that. Marvel's pushing movies back and stuff.
Yeah. So if we did cover Blade, the script getting originally 90 pages and then moving, of course the main actor lead role didn't like it, and looks like they're gonna do some work on the better script with Blade, so that's why it's getting pushed back to 2024. But then it's like, why even promote the news of Hugh Jackman in Deadpool 3 if it's coming so late? It's kind of extremely early, and then all the articles we've been seeing about Doctor Doom and stuff like that with Fantastic Four kind of sucks that we're getting those super late. And they're going to use the TV shows to buy people some time and give kind of fill in the void while they're working on these major movies. It does suck, but I guess my thing is I'd rather them work on it so it doesn't come out all fucked up. Let the pizza bake good in the oven and not let it be rushed, I guess. But that doesn't guarantee it's going to be great. But if you're rushing these things, the quality usually does tend to be lower. But that's my.
Here's my pushback against that analogy. That's a good analogy, but you got to think about it too. The chef ain't just making pizza; he making burgers, he making steaks, he making cakes, he making, you know what I'm saying? He doing sushi. He doing too much. He can't focus on the pizza. That's why the pizza is suffering. Now the pizza in the oven, now you gotta throw that piece out and make a whole new batch, and that's why you gotta wait longer to get the pizza.
Yeah, you doing too much. Yeah, that's right. You doing way too much. That's true. What do you think, Omega? What do you think about the date, the releases, beginning moves and stuff with MCU?
I'm looking at it, and I don't know. So much looks promising, but then it's like a cauldron that you just keep throwing stuff in and just mixing it. Like, I see the Ant-Man like at the top, like 2/17/23, but then the spring is Secret Invasion. I don't know. I would have thought Secret Invasion would have been like the very first, like, next thing that comes out.
And why the fuck is Echo getting her own show? Like, why? Why do we need that for?
What is Echo?
That is true too. I don't even know what the fuck is
No, Secret Invasion is coming out. It's coming out right after Ant-Man.
But who is Echo?
Echo's the chick who is deaf and she can kick ass, but she can't talk or some shit. She was in Hawkeye. She appeared in Hawkeye.
Okay, she was.
Oh no, there's a reason why I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch Hawkeye either. You know?
I tried to give it a shot, but I didn't know.
No, okay. Hawkeye was actually, sadly, way better than She-Hulk. That's saying something.
You know, now that you say that, I will give it a shot. Like, straight up.
I like that Russian girl. I like that little.
Oh yeah, Russian girl, cool. Scarlet Witch's sister.
Man, look,
yeah, she was.
Look, we're not doing this with Hawkeye. You had his daughter kicking the Kingpin's ass. No.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not doing
that. Was that his daughter? I thought that was like her.
I still want to see.
Oh yeah. That's not Hawkeye's daughter. No.
Well, it doesn't.
That's his like apprentice.
Okay. Well, look, his apprentice, whatever you want to call it. Look, kicking the Kingpin's ass, who Spider-Man has to take seriously to fucking fight. Get out of here.
Right.
Yeah, they nerfed it. They nerfed
Yeah. She Kingpin kicked Wilson Fisk, right?
Yes.
He kicked Daredevil. He would tear Daredevil ass up.
Oh yeah, man. Good fight, man.
Gave her that contra code.
I saw, that actor of Kingpin. He's actually in the show called
Baby.
What's that show? Oh shit. Well, you got me. He's in that show.
My bad.
He's in that show on Hulu with the guy who did I forgot the damn show, man. I'll look it up later. But what any thoughts? What else do you have, Eisen, on this?
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know about this, man. It's just it just doesn't. Man, look. I think Lou said something about, you got the chef making so many different dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even look at it like it's a chef deal.
Damn.
Well,
he doing a
I look at it more like it's the Dallas Cowboys.
You
got Jerry Jones.
Damn.
You got Jerry Jones, who doesn't really know anything about football. He's just a great fan and spectator, trying to put his hands in too much shit, fucking it up. And, you see how the Cowboys have been the past 25, 30 years. So that's what's going on with Marvel and Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it's going to be going for a while. Especially when you look at all of the streaming shows. They're like 8-10 episodes. A good writer would have a problem telling stories. So what do you expect from trash writers in 8 episodes?
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing, man. Like, I think we're gonna be roasting these writers for a long time, dude. Just based on what we're getting, it's not really the actor's fault. Well, sometimes it is, but it's mainly these damn writers, though, man. For real.
Yes, that's
like.
And not only showrunners, people leading and laying out the shows, all of that.
But I guess this kind of goes back to Black Adams, because I think a sequel's already been confirmed that. Dwayne Johnson's team is going to have to definitely, they got to get some money up to get a higher writer than what they had with this one. I think that's maybe the issue, because people can't afford certain like high class writers, and maybe they have a budget where they can just afford certain writers. That could be the issue,
I would say it's just the culture of Hollywood right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of the writers you got going on right now. Most of the writers you got going on right now, they really don't have any knowledge about the product they're working on and really don't care.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Go ahead and do your Netflix article, Eisen. You're up.
Gotcha. So basically, we got an article here talking about how Netflix wants to shift its anime production strategy. And yeah. Yeah. To me, the whole strategy would be, let who's ever creating them do it, and you just stream them there. But yeah, basically a report comes from Toyo Kazai online that they posted a in-depth article about Netflix in Japan, and apparently, um, basically, it's going to update more anime-centric titles. Um, so they're trying to do anime dealings with studios in Japan. It basically said the ones facing most frustration, I guess, they're not doing so well. So I think it wants to try and rope those in to get in more different projects to, I guess, try and to try and bring in more to keep members, gain more members to Netflix but I just don't see it working. Um, I mean, Netflix doesn't they have a habit of not being able to hold on to regular movies and different things, and then their originals are pretty much usually trash. So I just don't see it working with this anime deal either. I think they're going to get more trash anime from Netflix.
Okay.
Just off their track record so far.
So yeah, they're saying they're trying to. The membership numbers are declining, and they're trying to cut costs by cutting back on the anime production. And like you said, the thing with Netflix is like you guys are just releasing trash ass series like no one cares about. I'll give props to stuff like Castlevania, sure. You guys got JoJo on there, cool stuff like that. But
that Witcher anime was pretty good.
Witcher, yeah, Witcher.
Y'all didn't like Seven Deadly Sins?
I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
It's just okay. I think Castlevania was better, but yeah, the cut cost is what they have to do, and hopefully with lesser, a smaller production, maybe they can bring out some more quality than the quantity. Hopefully, I mean, I'm just hoping. That's hopium for you, but that's my opinion on that. But it's just true. Netflix anime series originals are usually trash. I mean, that's just the reality of the thing. What do you think, Omega, on this one?
I see their aim might be for the larger titles, maybe, like the larger studios, right? Like, I mean, Mappa's gonna be crushing it, and if they were wise, they'd try to get Chainsaw Man on there once.
Fuck no. Actually,
all the episodes.
Okay, yeah, maybe afterwards, yeah, but don't, yeah.
Yeah,
that shit.
Not now.
You know how they treat JoJo Part 6? That shit was fucking annoying.
Yeah.
that Chainsaw Man ain't happening. I mean, Crunchyroll broke the budget in the bank to secure that. I mean, that's why Bleach is not on there. So I think you can pretty much hang up that Chainsaw.
Hey, Simon said you ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I have to say I've enjoyed not all of them, but I would say the majority of their exclusives from those. Possibly these are even smaller studios that put these animes together, but I've actually enjoyed them. There was one by the name of some Rios. I really liked that one. It was pretty good. I was trying to think of the name. I know they had like a one with a chick that was kind of like it had a lot to do with the occult of Filipino kind of culture.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I tried watching that. I failed at it, but yeah, keep going.
I actually enjoyed it. So I say if they're gonna do this, then yeah, focus on possibly bringing in the new blood of course these times, and definitely anime, but larger titles, I mean, perhaps not, for the most part, yeah, possibly this shift does make kind of sense, of course. I mean, I don't see them competing too much with Crunchyroll though.
Hell no.
Yeah. Crunchyroll, it's a powerhouse though. Yeah.
What do you think, Lou, on this one?
But the Netflix, I was thinking about putting this in an article, but I don't know if you guys knew that Netflix quarter 3, so that's like July to September, they actually gained like 2 million subs. They actually, because they like in the beginning quarter 1 they lost like 1 million. So like in quarter 3 they actually like pretty much got everybody back and then some more.
Was that because of Cyberpunk's Edge Runner series?
You know, and that's the thing, bro. Like the crazy thing about Netflix, like Isaac was talking about their originals, man. It's no real metric to show if like the originals are a success or not, or a failure. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's no you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nothing to really gauge whether like, you know what I'm saying? Like that this is a good, like their original thing is a good idea. So that's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're such a weird company, because it's like, are they a tech company or they an internet entertainment company? Like what? It's such a gray area. So I don't know. Me personally, I think they're they got like baseball batting averages. They batting like 300.
Oh, that's a good point.
Every 10, you know what I'm saying? Every 10 series they come out with, 2 or 3 are good.
Yeah.
So I guess
that's
as long as you hit a home run, I guess, you know, the others don't really matter, because they do got some trash out there.
They do. That's a good point. That's a good point by Racer. He mentioned when did Stranger Things come out? Because I think that came out this year. I think, correct?
No, Stranger Things been out. They're on season 5.
Yeah.
It's been out for a while.
What time did that come out this year? What month? Do you remember? Anyone?
It was.
Maybe that's Q2.
It was about this summer, wasn't it? Went around this summer.
Okay. That might go.
Late spring.
Yeah, that might link with what your with your boost in Q3 maybe with Stranger Things maybe.
Well, so that's another thing too. I don't know if it's because like maybe they did some deal with AT&T or something and they included it in the pack. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how they're doing their subscribers thing. But I see what Eisen is saying though. Like their originals, it's so crazy because they do got some good ones. Stranger Things, you got, you know, Umbrella Cat. They got some good ones, but it's just, I don't know. You just don't know whether it's gonna be good or not. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3 out of 10 chance it'll be good. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
That's true. And then really the only way you would know is if you're seeing, oh well, top 10 shows, top 10 trending, top 10 movies. That's really the only way you would know as a viewer if what's really hot to watch. And honestly, I mean, are you seeing the anime originals on there like that? Unless it was Cyberpunk or something, Doctor Strange, or no, Stranger Things or something like that, or whenever like a new show comes out, yeah, it'll be on there. But shit, even Morbius was on the top 10 at some point when it came out. But yeah, you know. But go ahead, make it on Dragon Ball. You got a Dragon Ball article here.
Oh God.
Omega, you there?
Omega, you.
It's not muted.
Oh, I think I muted myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Frieza actually never needed the Dragon Balls to be immortal, and this is why. Now, we know it was some massive amount of like just power to be like, oh, I can't die, you know. But let's face the facts that this guy was definitely advanced technologically. Like, I mean, I think that seat he even sat on was like suppressing his power while amplifying it. I could be wrong. I mean, we've got some definitely in Otaku Jump people that can either set me right or set me wrong. But when you look at Dr. Gero, I mean, he created these unstoppable ass androids, but this was even on Earth what he did. I mean, you can only imagine the technology that Frieza had, which actually revived him back from a battle with Goku. You know, he was cyber, you know, until he ran into Trunks. But he didn't need, I mean, when you think about it, machines, right? Of course, they would probably need maintenance, but in space and as much as power and money this guy has amassed, he could have made his own immortality in the form of a machine, right? Now, people think like, oh, machine, like how ineffective it can be against certain attacks, certain blows. I mean, of course, metal is immensely strong and can be dense, but when you think about it, his drive for the Dragon Balls blinded him to the fact that he could have just upgraded himself to beyond measures of, even if his whole entire body was destroyed, he could be uplinked to a satellite or some kind of device where his memory is reserved and actually make another body. You know, so it always dawned on me too, because the Android saga, right? Even Gohan and a couple of Z Fighters, after this thing does not run out of energy. They just had massive amount of ki. Like I believe Dr. Jiro even said it just doesn't run out. So yeah, I always thought to myself, I was like, Frieza could have definitely manipulated his body with all kind of different, attachment. He could increase his power. He wouldn't have to die. And say, for instance, like I said, if your body and your brain is destroyed, you got like a damn memory card, like a backup cell phase. So like once you've been defeated, then okay, hey, we got the data of how I got defeated, so and so. It's in a brand new body. Let's get at it.
Okay. Anything on this, Isaac?
I'll just say, I don't know. I never really cared for Frieza much anyways. I never liked him the first time I saw him. So, I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, we are talking about Dragon Ball Z, which is nothing more than a glorified fight fest. So.
Oh God damn it!
What? Where did I go wrong?
He said nothing wrong.
The article like gave him alley-oop to roast. I mean, all right.
I was waiting on my moment.
All right. Go ahead, Lou. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm with Eisen on that. It ain't nothing. I mean, this article just proves that the plot was just ridiculous. I mean, this dude could destroy planets, and I want to be immortal, and he's right. Y'all were technologically advanced. They could have just put your brain in like, you know what I'm saying, like how they did Cooler. They wasn't Cooler in like a cybernetic body or something like that.
Yeah, metal Cooler. Yeah, he had that.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. Like, what was the point of all that?
But let's be real though. Frieza looked like he was put together with paper clips and staples and shit.
Man.
Yeah, I gotta admit, he did, when he came back as like what was it, Mecha Frieza. It did look like they used some of the parts from his like machine, like his actual, like the wreckage from, because I believe didn't his spaceship got damaged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looked like they just scrapped him up and put those parts onto him, but I would just be thinking like it should have dawned on him like, fuck these Dragon Balls, upgrade my freaking body. Now let's hope to God that his body wouldn't have been anything as far as his wreckage of his ship, but yeah,
But see, you're bringing way too much high level abstract thought into Dragon Ball Z.
Come on, god damn.
Yes, go.
Yo,
like you said, glorified fight fest.
Yeah, it's nothing but niggas hollering and screaming for 7 episodes straight.
Y'all gotta chill, man. I swear to God, when Yu Yu Hakusho Netflix comes out, y'all better. I mean, y'all gotta roast. I want to see.
Oh, they gonna go ham on this shit.
Oh yeah, I will definitely roast it.
Okay.
Because it's going, that live action is going to be trash.
Well, y'all better have the same energy. You better have the same energy when that shit come out.
Yeah, I will, but hey, look, we talking about anime right now. Yu Yu Hakusho is miles. There's miles apart between it and the glorified fight fest known as DBZ.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Yeah, Rachel says chill out, Yu Yu Hakusho. Hey man, when it comes out, if it's trash, and we're gonna roast that shit up, so just be prepared next year, 2023. All right.
I expect a lot of screaming because there's gonna be some screaming.
Some cool DC news: 3 new Batman villain spin-off movies in development. Of course, slate of DC projects, significantly smaller throughout 2022. Same can't be said for Matt Reeves' take on Gotham City with the blockbuster release of the Batman, in addition to booking a spin-off series starring the Penguin, which is getting his own show on HBO Max. Warner Bros. Signed a deal with the director and his production company as an open invitation for Reeves to go wherever his interests take him. So there was a new report that has it says it's glimpse at where the director's interests lie and just who the fans are expect to see in a ever-expanding vision of Gotham. So the report claims that Reeves is meeting with writers and directors for movies featuring some of the rogue gallery for Batman, both known and more obscure, including Professor Feig, I don't know how to say it, Scarecrow, and Clayface. These projects are in early stages of development. Now, I'm cool with Scarecrow, gotta get that right. Clayface, I really don't know why that would be its own movie. Professor Feig, I don't know how to say. I have no idea who that is. But I thought Harvey Dent would be a really cool movie. You know, in the grounded Philip way how you did Joker, or how Reeves did Batman. I think Harvey Dent would have been cool. But I could definitely see Scarecrow as a movie. But the other two, I'm not too sure. But what are your thoughts on this, Blue? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to. Let me get. I gotta cook.
Go ahead.
I've said this before many times. Batman has the weakest villains.
That's true.
Of all the superheroes, Batman villains, it's like 90% of his villains can get beat with a RICO case. Like the only villain, the only reason why people give it villain is Joker, and the only reason why is because he won't kill Joker. He just keep letting Joker go crazy and just blow up cities and kill his companions and blow up Wayne Manor and do all this other stuff. Like, his only villain is Joker, and that's just because he just won't kill him. Everybody else, nobody want. I mean, I'm just sorry, bro. Victor, what's the dude name? Victor, the dude be cutting himself every time he kills somebody.
Oh, Zaz.
Zaz, yeah, Victor Zaz, Calendar Man.
Yeah, Calendar Man.
You know, Penguin. What is Penguin? He ain't nothing but a level 3 mob boss. I mean, you know, like a fat, short nigga. You know what I'm saying? With a cane and an umbrella.
Yep.
Two-Face is just.
Don't forget, he got hands though. He got his own.
He barely got fingers. What the fuck? He got like fins and shit.
Webs.
Right.
Web feet.
Right. So I'm just saying, man. Like, you know, I just think that I don't know if this is going. I don't know if it's gonna do as well. I don't have too much faith in it because his villains, they weak. They don't really have. They all got like the generic. Oh, I grew up in the streets and now I'm in a. You know, I'm a crime lord. It's just it's very few depth in all his characters, and they just I think he got the most saturated villains. I think there's plenty of people got Flash got better. Well,
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No.
Yeah. You see what he did? You see the Pope thing?
No. You lying, Lou.
That was a good one.
As far as a singular superhero in the DC universe, he solely has the best. Rogues Gallery. Solely.
You said Batman does?
Yes.
How so?
Because you don't have to only go with the whole street shit. Court of Owls fucked up some shit. If they take stories, take stories for the movies and it culminates with the Court of Owls, it can make for a great Batman verse movie, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, Eisen, let me quickly read Dorian.
Oh, my bad.
Super chat. No, you're good. Dorian, what's going on? Dorian, funny as hell as usual. He said he still got beat up by a monkey. Oh yeah, he's probably talking about what is it? RDC World and all, like, was it Yulu that showed us that video of Frieza with the racist like monkey shit? Is that it?
Oh yeah, like looking closer.
Yeah,
and then, it's like
and then Dorian said Batman should be getting Mojo Jojo treatment in his own comic. God damn, Mojo Jojo, is that the person from fucking Powerpuff Girls?
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Golly. Okay, Dorian. Go ahead. Go ahead, Isaac.
But I will say that, and then if done right, Bane can be a great villain.
Oh, yeah.
We've already done it, so yeah.
Do you know who this Professor
I kind of don't want to see Joker.
You know who this person is? Professor Fig or whatever? Pig, whatever? Who is that?
Oh, no. Yeah, no.
No, never.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know.
Wow.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I have no
He
idea
does
what
have
it
some
is.
terrible ones. But I think another one that they could go for that hasn't been done is Hugo Strange.
No,
Oh,
I'm
like-
saying
that'd be cool.
His villains. I should have preface. His villains are top heavy.
They're what?
Oh, this villain's
They're top heavy. It's like the ones at the top are iconic and people remember them.
I got
But
you.
he got a plethora of just lames.
just lame.
Well, and then others, they just got lame villains, and they got one good one. That's why I said, as far as a singular character, you know, he's got the best rogues gallery. But you know, whenever you, of course, do the whole Justice League thing, then you can open it up to better combinations, especially you know with the you know with Darkseid and all the others and different things.
Right, and I'll give you that because you know he has that detective. You know, he's a human. He's not indestructible. So he has more peers, I guess I would say, right? So you're right. He does have a more. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Mega, how about you? You didn't. What's your thoughts on Mega?
Yeah. I do want to say that Asian Summer took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna bring up the Court of Owls.
Oh, okay.
Great ESP, bro. Straight up. It's in my brain, man. But no, definitely. I do think. What is his name? Hutch. I think he's actually a good person to actually have a film for. You know, but the other one, I don't know. He has. Okay, say for instance, his name escapes me so much. Well, they have Black Spider. I would definitely like to see Batman fight Black Spider.
I don't even know what that is.
He's basically the DC's version of Spider-Man, but kills.
Oh shit.
But yeah. Like I said, Hutch. But I think one of his main powerhouses he had a big difficulty with was his name is. We definitely need okay, Slade.
Slade from Teen Titans.
Deathstroke.
Oh, Deathstroke. Okay.
Finally got it out of my head. Please, can we get that? We definitely need to see a Deathstroke battle.
They kind of remember he kind of showed up in the credit scene on Justice League, and then he just disappeared. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. If
that was the Snyder cut. So yeah.
Yeah, Snyder cut. Yeah.
Snyder cut. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see with that one.
Yeah, Batman is just the embodiment of white privilege. That's why he don't show the bottom of his. That's why he don't show the bottom of his cow. He won't.
Man, hey, look. People to make the city. Hey, look, we can't do Batman like that, Citizen Lou. He got a brilliant black man working with him. We can't do him like that.
He got him in the he got him in the background.
But look, hey, look, man, look. If I'm him, I want to be in the background. I wouldn't want all them nuts coming for me.
Yeah, for real, dude. Arkham's crazy ass inmates just be going for it.
How the IRS don't know he got a bat wing?
They know, man. Look, man, the government know who Batman is.
He probably paying tax. He probably paying taxes for it though. Probably.
Hey, he put everything. He put everything in a black man's name.
No, the government knows who Batman is. The government knows who Batman is. They had that whole storyline they did in what was it, Batman Beyond, where you find out that he's genetically Terry McGinnis's father. So yeah.
That was goofy.
Yeah, you know what's wrong? He put everything in the clone's name, and then you come to find out he got the IRS on his ass now.
He probably pays the cops. He probably pays the cops off with that signal of his, probably monthly, like a monthly bill.
Well, yeah, he could send in a little, do-re me.
Right. Alrighty, so we just finished our first half. We're gonna do a quick commercial break, and we'll come right back. Stay tuned, 3-4 minutes, and we'll be right back. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, join the Discord server for updates, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you"?
Riddle me this.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious? Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Your soul is mine.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine. Riddle me this. Why so serious? Always winterize your pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you"?
Why so serious? Hadouken!
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
By your powers combined.
Riddle me this.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
Yoga flame.
By your powers combined,
Hadouken!
Yomigaru! Nebula-chan!
Fourth attack. Tyrannosaurus. Yoga flame.
Why so serious?
The SoulProvider.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Target acquired. Here's the big one. Proton cannon.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Yo, what is up? Otaku Jump Podcast, episode 23. Be sure to like the video, subscribe. If you missed the part 1, you can watch it on the playback, or you can watch this on Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Amazon. All those other links will be in the description. Also on Spotify, we have a lot of different options for you, so definitely check them out in the description. Also, if you want to be a guest on the Otaku Jump Podcast for next year, definitely message me on Discord or email me. Links are also in the description. You can join the Discord to stay updated. Here with the co-hosts, Aizen, Omega, and Lou. I think Lou had to go because of, he told me earlier that he had to go, so he may not be coming back. But still, shout out for Lou for coming through, our new member of Otaku Jump Podcast. And shout out to Rocky for the super chat break time. Grab your favorite snacks and drinks. So we still got a lot to cover. Let me go ahead and get on to the next one here. Let me see here. So, we did see an ad for the new Miles Morales Spider-Man that will be released on PC coming this November. Sony has announced that it's once PlayStation exclusive, Marvel Miles Morales is coming to PC on November 18th. Revealed in a PlayStation blog post, Miles Morales on PC will support NVIDIA's latest 3 technology to ensure the highest of frame rates. So I did play this on PS5 when it first came out. It was a launch title originally for the PS5. Definitely had a fun time with it. I would say you could probably get at least 10 or so hours out of it, 10 to 15 hours, maybe more if you want to get trophies and stuff like that, but definitely a fun experience I had on playing Miles Morales. Coming out next month, so if you have a PC Master Race, definitely I would suggest you get it. If you could get on a sale and not have to pay $60, I would say get it, but I would try to at least avoid paying full price for it. I would just say that, but definitely worth it. Especially being on PC, you know there's going to be crazy mods and stuff like that, so totally worth it. Great experience. Any thoughts on that, Aizen?
I guess, hey, I think it's a great thing that we got it coming to Steam. Hey, another win for the PC Master Race. I did not buy a PS5. They just don't have enough to draw me in to spend that kind of money. Mm-hmm. But I do have PC, and so that's a good deal. That'll be something else I can add to the list that when they had on sales, I'll get it. The last Spider-Man was good, so I'm pretty sure that this one will be pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes it is benefits to sometimes wait, because everything just comes on PC eventually. So if you waited and didn't buy it,
usually,
it's a huge benefit if you get it on PC, honestly. Mega, what do you think? Yeah. Any thoughts on Miles Morales? Did you play it, or are you planning on getting it? What are your thoughts?
I would definitely plan on getting it. Spider-Man fucking ruled on number 4. PS4. So yeah, and the visuals look mad sick. I mean, so yeah, I would definitely give it a shot. That like I said, I'm between the Steam Deck or the the PS5, but hell, I'm pretty sure Miles Morales is going to be on the Steam Deck, so I could go either way with it. But it was a marvelous game to begin with, and even the DLC, I feel like they did very right by it. Top tier game all the way.
Yeah, and another pro with PC. I guess we're always promoting PC Master Race, but it's like, okay, you beat the game, right? You uninstall it.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is always with you to uninstall it whenever you want, right? Like, I have kind of a habit. If I buy games on consoles, I'm usually getting the physical copy, so that way I can return it or trade it off and get something cheaper. Use that to get something else that comes out. But when you're on PC, though, you can uninstall, install whenever you want. Like, so you always have it with you. If there's new mods coming up, you could go ahead and install it and, try some new mods or something. That's basically how I played Cyberpunk, like, for the second time through, and it was amazing because I had all the mods. It was crazy. But, yeah, so definitely a fun experience with Miles Morales. Good game there. Cannot complain much. All right, go ahead, Eisen, with the new DC movies and TV shows for next year and beyond.
Okay. So basically, I got this article here from IGN on new DC movies and TV shows scheduled to release for later this year and afterwards. And basically, they got a whole slew of them. It's trying to include CW as well.
Oh,
so it's trying to include what's going on there, what's canceled, and what's in development, what got stopped. You see here, I didn't even know they had a Pennyworth series.
I honestly don't know who's watching that. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah,
but apparently it's supposed to come out in October. Well, I guess this month. So if it hasn't already, Titans is getting a season 4 slated for November. Doom Patrol season 4 for December. I guess it looks like here like they're trying to say that I don't know why it's saying 21 to 22. I don't know why it's saying that. I guess it's just talking about maybe showing what happened on the Arrowverse TV series. I don't know. There. I think the final season of Flash is supposed to be sometime next month. Then of course Shazam! Fury of the Gods. That movie is supposed to come out in slated for March of 2020, March of next year. The Flash movie, I don't know why anybody won't see it, but it's gonna come out June of next year. Damn. We're getting a Blue Beetle movie for next year in August, and then Aquaman for December of next year. They're thinking about doing another Peacemaker. The Joker movie that everybody's so amped up about. It's supposed to come out in 2024 of October. They are working on the sequel to the Batman. Wonder Woman 3 is in development. Man of Steel 2, which I like that. Doing that. Henry Cavill coming back as Superman. But you got a whole list of and apparently James Gunn has a project for an Amanda Waller series in development, which I really don't like just because Amanda Waller is a darker character. He's already done enough with Suicide Squads to ruin that. It's just terrible. So it's supposed to be more darker and grittier, not all this rainbow shit, but and colorful crap. It's not supposed to be like Guardians of the Galaxy, but they're trying to make DC is darker. But I really don't care for it. And then Constantine 2 coming up. Aqualad series. I don't know why in the hell somebody thought that would be awesome, but I don't know who would want that. A Green Lantern Corps TV series. I hate it's gonna be a TV series because they'll probably ruin it for 8 episodes. Static Shock is in development. Don't know if that's gonna be a series or a movie, but I always like Static Shock. And they're working on a Justice League Dark TV series and movie. The status on that is unknown, but I guess it's been pitched. But you got and then the Batgirl movie being canceled. But you got a lot of stuff going on here that's been canceled, and it's in development of stuff that they're pitching and want to see get pushed. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot on the docket for DC. I just hope they don't shortcut and just try to do things right. Take their time and don't just ignore the success from MCU. Just ignore it and just focus on their own stuff. Amanda Waller getting a series, I feel like that's probably gonna touch on the Suicide Squad to me. I mean, I don't see why.
Yeah, and
right. Sandman season 2, of course. A lot of people liked the first one, and I actually watched it, and it was okay, not bad. Justice League Dark, yeah, I could see that being kind of cool. I did hear that Satana. I heard something about it, like whether it's gonna be canceled or it's gonna someone else is gonna take it, like Netflix or something. I heard something about it. Not sure if that's confirmed though. Yeah, R.I.P. the Batgirl, because we already covered that one. Gotham Knights TV series, I thought they were gonna cancel that, but based on what I saw, it was kind of cringy. Based on what I saw, I don't know if that's gonna be good. Green Lantern Corps, still waiting for that from HBO. Arkham Gotham PD, yeah, I mean it could be. Wonder Woman 3, oh boy, as long as it's not as bad as the second one, then it's all good. Peacemaker, okay, I can see that. Joker, can't wait for that. Aquaman, oh yeah, that should be good, hopefully. Blue Beetle, I think they already finished production with that, I think. The actor from Cobra Kai is the lead role with Blue Beetle. I'm wondering what, I guess he's going to be kind of linked into the timeline with, this Black Adam Shazam characters, I hope. I mean, because you're not going to fit the Batman and all those other serious tones, so, yeah. Shazam sequel, yeah, that should be good. Hopefully. So a lot going on. I did see the Titan Season 4 trailer. I think I dropped it on the Discord. If you didn't get to watch it, you definitely can. But I actually enjoy Titans, actually more than Doom Patrol. And Pennyworth, I see really no point why that's even a show, honestly. I don't know how they went to Season 3. That's just weird. But what do you think, Omega, on the DC and what's coming up?
Yeah, the lineup looks astounding. Definitely with Zatanna. I hope we actually see a cameo of Constantine in that.
Oh yeah.
This Zatanna is like a very, very powerful magician. Like I think even I could be wrong, but I know Dr. Fate for a while was even like trying to show her the ropes and was shocked by herself, like how good of a magician she is. So I scroll down a bit. I think there was one I wanted to point out was the I'm definitely gonna have my eyes out for Doom Patrol. I always thought they were an amazing team. Like that, they were pretty. Like some of their adventures were just wild too. Let's see, Peacemaker. That one was really good.
That show was funny as hell.
Like very, like season 1 was awesome. So yeah, the lineup looks pretty good though. Static Shock definitely.
I can see that. Yeah.
Always. Man, I remember from the cartoons like the cartoon was off the chain, but
as long as they don't let whoever did what's that other show, Black Lightning, God please, like don't use those writers. Don't use those writers
at all.
That was terrible. Oh my God, that was bad.
Hey, you'll probably get something like that. You'll probably get something like that.
Please.
Just wait.
Oh man.
I want any director or writer or any writer from CW, please just ignore them. Like, you want to make DC better? That's how you do it. Go ahead. What are you about to say?
Right. Blue Beetle seems promising as well. I hope they do I hope they just don't negate most of his origin, like, and just start it off like this is Blue Beetle, so and so kind of thing. But it would be nice though if they do have it incorporated with a younger Blue Beetle, like because there's so many of them over the
it
ages
should be,
of time.
It should be a younger one based on like the age of that actor from Cobra Kai. I mean, he's pretty young, so it should be.
Yeah. But the lineup looks pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Go ahead. Cover the First Blood article you got, Omega.
I picked this one definitely for nostalgia, and also just to show that a movie which is okay, like if you read the book First Blood, and you get the whole thing of what Rambo was, inadvertently Rambo was not and I'm saying this as a civilian, right? But you get word out of mouth, and you do know some people that have served. The trained to be a killing machine is one thing, but knowing how to engage a situation that you've been through, and inadvertently not just killing everybody in sight, makes a whole lot of sense with this. I mean, if you watch the film and if you read the book, Rambo never really inadvertent, like his first thing was not just to murder you. It was usually just to knock you out, or just you're being hunted, but he definitely went out of his way not to kill you. But I like the fact that if you watch the movie and the flow of it, this was just a man coming to see another man off that passed away, that he actually was in service with. And you get the feeling that at that time, of course, there was a lot of issues with people coming back home with post-traumatic, disorder, syndrome. But the police, it incorporated how the officer knew this ahead of time and still was just a dick to the guy, just like consistently, like, hey, you see in here, okay, I want you out of my town. And it got to the point where when he did snap, I think it really gripped in the movie and how quiet it is, and you're trying to search for somebody, but they're searching for you, and you're not trained as how they would think to engage a person. I always thought this action, though it only kind of escalated toward the end of the movie, the momentum of the action toward when he escaped from the police precinct, it was on. I mean, the music was a great set tone for it, but also just the fact that there was moments where it was complete silence and something happened, more silence, something happened. It was, I mean, even a layman that is not trained in the art of combat as a Marine would realize that you're not up against somebody that's going to make too much noise until it's too late and you're caught off guard. Definitely a gripping emotional story, which First Blood was, but it was very human, like this, like I said, this is just a man passing through a town that wants to see off a buddy of his that passed away, and they just kept fucking with him. But not they. I don't want to include the whole police force, because some police forces, they, even though it was the sheriff that was being a dick the whole time, right? Like the other cops almost seemed like, hey, the time, but it showed the main aspect of that, such a gripping action, but yet also to a humanizing factor, that these were just men that have seen the horrors of what war does to a man. period. And you think you find solace into your own nation, but you know, it's like you train them to do all this shit, and then you expect them to come back and deal with all this shit. Like, I think the most amazing part was toward the end where they actually got his. I believe he was he the colonel?
I don't really
It's been
remember.
a while, but I think he was a captain or a colonel, but he basically was the one that came and got him because he was not gonna stop. I mean, I love the fact that even though the phone there, the severity is like you just started a war with somebody, man. Like that's gonna go all out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do appreciate like kind of reading into the book is that John Rambo was not. The movies kind of amplified him, right? Like, you know, his kill count, but inadvertently he was the type of soldier that was more like not. If he didn't have to kill you, he wouldn't. He'd probably just sneak right past you, you know, kind of thing. It was more realistic, you know.
Okay. Eisen, what do you think about First Blood?
I'll say I think it was a reflection of the time. I think you had a lot of good action movies during the 80s, to be honest. I think to me, what I look and get from it is that you just had much better quality in movies, period, compared to now.
Yeah, that's true. Less CGI, all this other stuff, more focus on actual characters and stuff. Less explosions, all this other crazy stuff.
Yeah. And I definitely love that the film had these wide shots of capturing how beautiful nature is still in the midst of chaos that pretty much could have been avoided, but was pressed so much to the man snapped. It also did remind me that you don't want to give somebody a shave knowing their background, because I believe he told them I served in the war, like, and you want to come at him with a blade.
Right.
That, to me, I was like, that's the breaking point. Here it comes.
Okay. Alrighty. Moving right along. So, Bayonetta 3. There's been a lot of Bayonetta 3 drama this last couple of weeks. So, Bayonetta 3 developers dispute low wage claims, discuss contract deals. So, a new report from Inside Insiders with Bayonetta 3 developer Platinum Games debuts voice actor Helena Taylor's claims it offered her a low wage. So, there was a lot of controversy claims about her not getting enough money, and she like tried to roast Platinum Games on Twitter, like what, maybe 3 or 4 videos saying that, you know, she just didn't get paid. It says the developer offered Taylor paying $3,000 to $4,000 per 4-hour session for at least 5 sessions. This brought the minimum payment up to $15,000. The insider says that Taylor then requested a 6-figure sum along with residuals for the game. Platinum denied the counteroffer, then entered into lengthy negotiations with the actor before deciding to part ways and open up auditions to recast. So I guess she just wanted more money, I guess, and you know, she was really like on this victimhood complaining stuff on Twitter though with her videos. But so Bayonetta 3 does have a new voice actor. People may not notice, like casuals may not notice, but there is a new voice actor, and basically because she wanted more money. The original wanted more money, and they just weren't gonna do that for her. So that's pretty much what this one covers. Now, there was, like, the actor tried to make a, let's don't buy Bayonetta 3 just because, she's not in it or whatever, but I'm still gonna play that damn game just because a different voice actor's a different character. Like, I don't think gamers are gonna care that much. Like, if the game's good, the game's gonna be good. Whether it's a different actor, hopefully the actor doesn't suck, but based on the trailers, I mean, she don't seem bad, so I'm still getting the game. It kind of sucks for her that she's not in Bayonetta 3, but and I don't blame her for trying to compete and try to get the bag. I don't really I'm not gonna knock her on that, but that's my thoughts. What do you think on this one, Isaac?
I think this broad she reached for the sun with wax wings and plummeted to the earth. Um, you know, 6 figures for five
She was really
for
complaining.
5 sessions.
If you go on Twitter, she was really complaining. Oh, like I can't live, blah blah, all this other crap. But go ahead.
Yeah, no. I don't care what they say, but but I mean 6 figures for 5 sessions. That's ridiculous. I mean, she probably could have argued maybe for she probably could have got maybe 50 and then residuals from the game. You know, you know, she probably I mean she could have went for residuals and then, you know, another payment bigger than 15K that would have, you know, at least gotten it to where like, nah, we good. that just wouldn't have got her dropped altogether. But you know, hey, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to boycott the game. Now I won't be getting it just because I ain't got a Nintendo. But you know, if I had it and I wanted to play it, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't care what she said. You know, if I want it, I want it.
Right, gamers, yeah, they're not gonna be all sympathetic. Oh, we feel bad for you. Nah, like I'm about to, if you're gonna play the game, you're gonna play it. You know, fuck all that. So yeah, she's trying to boycott Bayonetta 3, and I don't know if this is gonna be the last one because it would make sense because to make it a whole trilogy package. Why would fans just say, you know what, I'm gonna not play it after, you know, how, I mean, it's been a while since we got Bayonetta 2. I forgot what year it came out, but it's been a long time. So
yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah,
fans are not gonna just stop because of you whatever. But what do you think of make on this one?
Yeah, gotta say, I hope she works that out with them. I'm sorry, Bayonetta is the shit. I mean, why the fuck I'm gonna, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I gotta pay for. Okay, I understand it. Like, don't do this. Like, they won't give me my money. Like, work that out. But why do I have to suffer with you? Like,
right.
You know, like, yeah. I get it, the support thing, right? But come on, like. I wasn't doing this on Bayonetta 1 or 2, so why am I gonna do this on the 3rd? And it looks dope as fuck, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, why the fuck would I do that?
I gotta be Mephistopheles on this one. Fuck. Like, I mean, more power to her if she figures, you know, they come back to the table to figure something out, get what you're owed. I get that part, you know, but you know, don't fuck with them no more. Then that's just, you know, if they ask you ever again, be like, fuck y'all, hell, like, just don't do it. Because you want everybody else to stop their shit because you know, like, I feel it's an inconvenience to the fan base of the game, not you.
Right. She can go apply to some other voice acting jobs or something. Don't like just, you know, put it all on the fans, you know.
Yeah, and like I said, this situation happened before, and you really feel you've been accosted. Take whatever the low wage was. Don't fuck with them anymore. Pretty much. That's it.
All right. So back to we've been talking a lot of DC stuff. It's been a heavy DC news past 2 weeks, but Man of Steel 2 back in play thanks to Warner Bros. Higher ups. It's been 5 years since Henry Cavill played Superman in a new DC movie. It says on Monday, The Hollywood Reporter published a new piece about the state of DC films at Warner Bros. With the exit of Walter Hamada looming, a lot of different projects and characters are at play. But bringing back Cavill for another Superman movie seems to be at the top of the list for Warner Bros. Says in addition to Man of Steel 2, there has been a lot of convo about a film that pits Superman against Black Adam. Johnson has been more than open in to lead up to Black Adam about the possibility of squaring off against Cavill in another film. So Man of Steel 2 is definitely in the air now. It's been a hot minute since we got it. I'm actually super excited for this. I actually liked Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. I think it was really awesome. I think it was actually better than a lot of these other movies. Morbius, Thor 4, and all that. Suicide Squad, whatever. I'm kind of excited for this. Hopefully, they have a good writers and stuff, good director and stuff like that. It's really focused on the character and stuff. And I don't know if Zack Snyder's going to be involved. Probably not, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he will be, since he was pretty much way involved before. But I think this is good news that Man of Steel is happening. What do you think about this Omega with Man of Steel?
Yeah, my take on it is definitely with the Zack Snyder's Justice League, and the whole like Man of Steel 2, like it's like I could be jumping the gun, but can I just throw out the 8? Like fuck it, like dude, like this shit it's gonna be awesome. Like I think it's gonna be really good. But I could, well, no, that wasn't Zack Snyder. Like if they don't go in the direct, how like the Batman and Superman. Yeah. But no, I have a lot of I wanted to say I have a lot of admiration for Zack Snyder's work. So
yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah. What do you think of Eisen, Man of Steel 2?
Oh, I think it's great. Can't wait. Cavill's been my favorite. Superman. I really he's wanted to do one where Brainiac would be the villain. That would be something new on screen for live action. I think that would be awesome. I think that'd be a great movie. And this journey he has of wanting to explore how having this type of power, the mental and emotional effect that it has on Kal-El. He's wanted to explore that. So I'm really interested to see how much deeper they go into this character and with the movies. I loved Man of Steel. I thought it was great. So I want another 2.
Same, definitely a fan of Man of Steel, and I cannot wait for that. More DC news. Just keep going. So going back to Flash 2, apparently the sequel already has a script. It says according to the Hollywood Reporter, a sequel has been penned by Aquaman writer David Leslie Johnson. The Flash 2 script was reportedly put together just in case the Flash does well when it was released back on next year, June 2023 for summer. Of course, the Flash stars Ezra Miller as Barry Allen, and we all know that the actor's been going through a lot, been causing a lot of drama on these article streets. But it looks like I think he said, the last thing I heard about, he was doing therapy and stuff like that, trying to work on himself. But the movie's still coming out, and apparently a sequel is already in tow based on the success of this film. Is this going to be successful? We'll have to see, because DC is kind of all over the place. It's hard, even with even the MCU is all over the place recently. So it's kind of hard to say, oh, this is a guaranteed success. Like, we can't even do that anymore. Where we're at currently in the movie industry. So, what do you think on this, Eisen, with the potential for Flash 2 with the success of the release coming out next year for Flash? What do you think?
Well, they say it's going to be one. But they're also saying that people are thinking that it's going to be the last one for the Rainbow Kid Thief. We'll see. I still don't buy it until it happens. But I never liked him.
Damn.
as the Flash. I always thought something looked off about him, and then whenever find out he one of them Skittle folks and taking kids, it all came together. He just never seemed to fit right in there to me, and now I get why. I think personally, I think they should do it like they did with Batwoman and scrap it, start over again, and find somebody else to be the Flash.
I think I did see an article about potentially someone taking over after Ezra Miller, but I'm not sure. What do you think on this, Omega, with Flash 2 and the success of potentially the Flash coming out next year? What do you think?
It's I'm cracking up at the title where it says the Flash really is the fastest man alive. As a sequel of his upcoming solo movie has already been written. Perhaps it could be promising, but with it rushed, I have my doubts.
Yeah, Sam, I agree. Definitely doubtful. Anything else on this one?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. Like with both of you guys, I don't know. All right. So, some manga news. Tokyo Revengers manga ending next month. Tokyo Revengers chapter 277, the Amnesty final story arc. So the manga is ending soon, actually next month, on October 14th. Multiple manga news leakers all claim that Tokyo Revengers manga ending was coming out in 5 chapters. Since no breakout hiatus are reportedly planned, that means Revengers 277 will be the final chapter in Weekly Shonen Magazine, issue 51 for this year. Chapter 277 release date will be on the 16th. Each volume contains 9 chapters. The ending of the story in chapter 277 should be contained in Tokyo Revengers Volume 31. So this reaches the end of Tokyo Revengers. I think the anime Season 2 should be coming out next year. I definitely will be reacting to that. I enjoy Season 1. Definitely a good watch. But you know, all mangas have an ending. Even One Piece eventually someday will end. But yeah, it's I've heard good things from Tokyo Revengers. The anime was doing great, so I'm sure maybe we can, after season 2 of Tokyo Revengers, maybe there'll be enough for season 3. I don't know, but I guess we'll have to see. What do you think about this, Eisen? Anything?
No, I really don't have anything. I don't I don't know anything about Tokyo Revengers, so I don't have any comments on this one.
Okay, you might like it if you check out the anime. Omega, what do you think? Tokyo Revengers finally ending next month.
I want to say it's been an astonishing, like, manga, definitely. Anime is great too, but for it to be ending, you know, all things have to come to some pass. But really gripping story. I will say this, like it's like one of those animes where it's like no one needed powers, but it did have a little of its, you know, time and back and forthness, right? I mean, the cast, you grew to like these guys.
Oh yeah.
And it showed you, like, on a, like, I've never lived in Japan, of course, and went to schools, but it showed you that their gangs got large back then, possibly, like,
yeah, their gangs are deep.
And their gangs were deep. I mean, deep. Like, we're talking from a school setting, and then we're dealing with motorcycles too. Like, you know, so I want to say the main influence of the character's aspect of him, I believe he personified a lot of the friendship aspect of the human experience in depth. Like, so, yeah. Like I said, all things have to come to pass. Got to go forward.
Yeah.
Not best to go back. So,
and honestly, this type of series, I could definitely see actually a movie being quite good. I mean, would this be your typical kind of gang related crime movie? That would work.
Yeah. That You know what? I don't have any kind of worries if it went to the live adaptation. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think they could.
you could have,
Could be
you
good.
could even have American actors do that. You know, I mean, respectively,
Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
no, no.
sure.
I'm not going that far.
Oh, you were rather Japanese?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep it to the
Let's keep
source.
the Japanese actors.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's not go off the deep end. let's just chill a little bit on that one. Hey, let's just chill.
You scared Mikey might be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, let's just relax on that. All right, let's not go that far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Tom Holland.
Oh, yeah. So let's go to the rapid fire. We got a couple things left from this episode. So the Silent Hill transmission showcase had some interesting releases, remakes, multiple games, and more. So Konami's bringing back Silent Hill in a big way. Part of the new Silent Hill transmission, Konami announced multiple games, projects, including a full remake of Silent Hill 2, read on, of course, with more. So you can also check these out on, I think Konami has a YouTube channel. So the Silent Hill 2 remake got an official trailer. Definitely look out for that. I think I might have posted that on the Discord. If not, I will definitely do that. We have Silent Hill Townfall, another game, new spin-off developed by NoCo Studios, Stories Untold, and publisher Annapurna Interactive. Silent Hill F, another game. A new spin-off set in 1960s Japan, a narrative-driven spin-off, will be written by acclaimed Japanese writer Rikushi 07, who created visual novels. Okay. We got Silent Hill Ascension, potentially the most unique announcement. It says in project where participants around the world will control the characters in a new Silent Hill story. Basically a Let's Play Pokemon version of Silent Hill. Okay. It will be live on multiple platforms. Okay. Return to Silent Hill. Oh, so yeah, the first Silent Hill movie. It's making a third movie in the series with Return to Silent Hill. It says details are being kept under wraps for now, but Konami is promising more information with a later date. So for the Silent Hill fans, I know a lot of them probably enjoyed this showcase. Good for the fans. I wasn't really a fan of this type of genre. This is not my thing, but hey, I haven't really heard anyone roasting the showcase. Oh, it's here. I just heard a lot of praises from gamers, so that's good news. Anything on this, Eisen?
I don't have a lot, but it is a it's one of the popular ones of the horror gaming styles. A lot of people that play those games, they've always had good things to say about Silent Hill. I never really got into it deep, so I don't really have much. But hey, I think it's good though.
Omega, what do you think?
Let's see. Silent Hill. I think it's gonna be awesome. Those fucking games are terrifying, though. But
yeah, that's why I don't play. That's why I don't play. I might watch someone play it, but I ain't playing.
When I played the first one, I thought I was like the bravest son of a bitch in the fucking world. Like it was unnerving. But
yeah, I can imagine.
Definitely. I like that they're going with a more like because what is it, 60s or 70s?
One of the games is 1960s.
1960s, right? So yeah, that the step in that direction and dealing with, because I always thought Silent Hill was more like not only just like a ghost thing, but it was also like a curse thing too.
Yeah,
had this weird time loopy thing going on, and then of course when we watched the Silent Hill movie, the more the American one, that shit was even more brutal. Like
I never even watched it. Is it worth watching?
Oh man, that shit is. Well, somebody's gonna call me a pussy, but I'll say fuck it. That shit was scary as fuck.
Okay, so maybe you think watch it in the morning or something.
Yeah, nah, not at night.
Oh yeah, hell no, I can't do that. Oh man, all right, that's cool.
I would say this: if you like look at it like when sunset, like you can probably muster through it. Like,
all right, yeah, hell no, I ain't doing that night shit. Fuck that, I gotta sleep.
But so freaking like when you think about it feels like, okay, the humans carry some amount of 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 and this might even sound kind of Jujutsu Kaisen a bit, but there are some depressing times, there are some negative emotions, you know. And to think that your mind can manifest these as curses, you like cursed yourself, like. I mean, I understand that's why meditation, for me personally, is very important in my life. But oh man, like it just put it like this. It's like if the games were terrifying, it's gonna. I think it's gonna knock it out the park in the box office, straight up. Like, no, don't get me wrong, but with the game and stuff, like. They better do a movie after this, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's getting a movie. So
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, if the fans are gonna support it, and the casuals who like horror are gonna support it, we'll see what that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next up, so sad news, I guess. Well, might be good news to some. G4 shuts down just 1 year after relaunch. Reporting from Deadline, G4 is coming to an end once again. Comcast has apparently pulled the plug on the gaming-centric network. The outlet has obtained a memo sent to employees outlining the reasons for the move. It says viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. The cancellation of G4 in its programming will apparently take place, effective immediately. So if you remember Adam, what's his name? Adam Sessler, I think is his name. What's his name?
Yeah, Adam Sessler.
Yeah, he was part of G4. You guys remember from the back of days when he used to review games and stuff. But you know, they just couldn't compete with everything, you know, out now. Especially, you know, you got other groups out there, other teams on YouTube, but just on the internet in general that are just, you know, knocking it out of the park. Things like G4 are just, you know, they can't keep up. So I'm not even surprised. You know, you look at the G4 channels, it's like, really? Is that all they got? You know, but you know, Adam Sessler, cool. He's an OG to me in the gaming industry, but I'm not surprised with G4 shutting down. I'm really not surprised. Quick thoughts on this one, rapid fire, Eisen?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious when they were successful. They had Adam Sessler and Olivia Munn to sell it. They had a decent looking chick to help sell it.
Yeah, right.
And she didn't look like the one they end up having to fire because that thing was nuts.
Oh, it was called Extended Play back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, but you know, they didn't have the co-host that they had with them then. I mean, nobody cared to hear anything from Frost or whatever that thing, whatever name was. Nobody cared to hear anything that came out of her mouth. So you know, it's not surprising when you got somebody on there. You know, nobody cares what they have to say. Always complaining and crying. It's no surprise that it went down. Into the dumpster.
Yeah. What do you think, Omega, on G4?
Gave a great example of what not to do. Ever. Like, oh man, like, hey, you know, you try to be a sensible man, or no, you know what? Fuck that. You can't just. Let me not say you can. You can, because fuck it, this is America. You know what I'm saying? But you got something like where you got freedom, and then you have freedom, and I think we really seen what freedom looks like. Because I mean, damn, like you explode onto people that you're saying like, oh, because I don't look like this, and I don't fit this, and you know, like it. They just want to hear about the game.
Oh, wasn't that dude, old dude, Black Hokage on G4?
Yeah.
Sure? Oh, okay, damn. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was on there.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah,
like,
I think
but
so.
Dude, the formula was awesome. Okay, and they started going wiggity woke.
It's just too many options, man. Like,
and
You have
Yeah.
GameStop, IGN, Game Trailers, Kotaku, Polygon. Like you got so much. Different companies or groups are just doing the same stuff. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
You got to compete. That's it.
Yeah, you got to compete. You can't just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, why are you doing this? It's like shooting yourself in your foot. But you like I said, freedom. We watch it all go down. Like there's in mind you this, like I believe if that never occurred and it was more consistent with what it was originally for, I mean I don't think it would be shut down.
Totally agree. Alrighty. So Creed 3. Michael B. Jordan shares first look, and some fans want Clubber Lang to be involved. So, Creed 3 star Michael B. Jordan revealed a first look at the upcoming Creed sequel on Twitter with a trio of striking images. And also Jonathan Majors now taking a role in the movie. So the trailer came out, and dude, this guy, I swear to God, when I was watching Black Adam, dude, there's like every trailer Majors was in there. I was like, yo, this dude's getting on every movie, man. Like, he's literally jumping into all types of genres, which is good for him, man. I'm glad he's getting success and adding to his resume of films, but he's doing really good, man. And then he got in super shape. Like, dude's ripped as fuck for, but watch the trailer. I put it in the Discord. I'm gonna, I'm not like a super hardcore fan of Creed, but, I did watch the second one and the first one, and I definitely will watch in the third one to see how it is. Hopefully, it's not bad. But Majors, dude, Majors on it, man. Like, for real. Yeah, Racer, for real. Like, he's on it, dude. Like literally 3 trailers I saw while watching Black Adam, Majors was in. I was like, God damn. And he got that Marvel check. So he moving on up, man. I hope he keep it up, though. I hope I keep it up. But quick thoughts on Creed 3 in the trailer. What do y'all think? Did y'all see it? Y'all gonna watch it? What do y'all think? Quick thoughts.
No, I didn't see the trailer. I still need to see the second one. I saw the first one.
Okay.
But talking about wanting Clubber Lang, man. Ain't Mr. T like freaking 80, man? By the time they get that done, you trying to do that, he might not even make it all the way through. So I ain't trying to be funny, man, but come on now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so, if they want to have his kid, have it in the story where you got a kid or something like it, I don't see nothing wrong with that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Omega?
I feel like if Mr. T's still been in the gym, why not? Ken Stallone kind of give him some roids and,
Dude,
but no.
Stallone looks like mad, like, I don't know, some like that recent Rambo he did, like, he just looks like he's about to fall apart. To me, it looks like he's about to fall apart.
He looks like it's gonna fall apart. But, like, I seen a recent picture of him just walking regular. Like, dude is like, for his age,
done.
He's still phenomenal.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that juicing helps.
Yeah, or that super soldier serum, whatever he's taking.
Yeah, boy. But I'll be brief and quick with this now. Like the actor, what's his name?
Let me see. Majors. Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. I think is a phenomenal actor, period. Like, and he, like you said, he's been bouncing around everywhere. Like, he just pop up and he there. Definitely he did good in the what was that Western movie he was in with
I know what you're talking about. Something Country or something. I don't know. But I know what you're talking about.
I forget the title, but
there was only like one season, I think. Right? It got canceled, I think.
Did it?
I think it did. Cause
no, the movie with Idris Elba.
Oh,
and,
wait. Okay, I don't know.
They were like Western.
Yeah, that's the Western. Yeah, that's the show. Oh, okay.
that was
Hard.
a show.
Oh no. Okay, Razor says Hardy They Fell. Okay, yeah, on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
I thought you meant that other.
Shout out to the
I thought you meant that other show called something Country or something. That it was a show he was in.
Oh, now I know what you're talking about with that one.
Yeah, it was on HBO. It was on HBO.
HP Craft Country or something.
Something like that.
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely phenomenal acting in that too. Like but in this movie, I swear, like he looks like an upgraded Clubber Lane. Dude, I was like, why do they need Clubber Lane? It's like the upgraded version.
Don't even recognize him. Like, dude, it's just like he's about to just kill someone off the trailer. That's insane,
dude. Like,
shout out to the movie industry got a crazy
shout out to the trainers.
Yeah, fitness
all the trainers.
Fitness trainer team on hand though. I mean, for
yeah.
Here come Dorian. All right, go ahead.
No, but definitely, I look forward to this. I seen the trailer. The trailer looked awesome. I think the plot was very forthcoming with what some African Americans have to deal with, even amongst friends and family, when you have to set aside something where it's like, oh, that should have been me, and there's this, and you think you better. I'm about to take you out. I'm coming for everything. It's interesting because it's almost like Creed is doing the Wakanda thing in a sense.
Oh yeah, true.
I kind of enjoy it though. I do like it because it's more like a modern urban kind of situation too. And you can tell Creed actually cares for this guy, like in the story. It's like
it looks like they were close friends or something.
Yeah, and he feels like, I owe him a lot. If it wasn't for him, it'd be me, and in behind bars. So like, I think it's gonna be one hell of a good battle. I hope it's not just like the super slugfest though thing. I hope it's like more like in a way he's using more of his father's kind of swiftness techniques and defense and actually not getting hit instead of Rocky's kind of like berserk mode.
Yeah, we'll see with that one. So next up, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2's rollback netcode is live with the beta test. So Guilty Gear 3rd Rev 2 beta test is now live for players on PC. Master Race. Arc System put the fan favorite fighting game on sale to celebrate. Steam owners can access the beta simply by right-clicking on the game, selecting Property tab, and head to Beta's opt in the public test option. So for people who were a fan of Guilty Gear, I know this game did well, but I'm terrible with Guilty Gear. It's been a difficult game for me to get into. I've tried multiple times with Strive, and I struggle. But for the fans that are still playing Xrd and you're wanting some rollback netcode, you can definitely do that on the PC Master Race. Quick thoughts on this one with Xrd 2 getting rollback netcode, which is basically, I think it helps out with like when you're playing online and stuff like that. Quick thoughts, anyone?
Yeah, I don't have anything. I really don't play any fighting games, so.
Okay, Omega, anything?
I think it's as good as this is. I wonder, could it have missed his mark, or did a lot of people want this back?
I don't really know. I never checked the play base, so I don't know. It could be low. I don't know why they gave it to
it could be. It could be low, or if it's just the fact that it is just a small microcosm of Guilty Gear fanatics of art that just want to hop back on.
Yeah, it could be like a couple hundred people. I don't even know if it's up to the thousands who are playing it.
Yeah,
who knows? But
no matter what, I mean, it's a great addition to the game. I mean, the game is it's fun as fuck. But yeah,
right. Alrighty. So Hunter x Hunter, more manga news. Hunter x Hunter manga series will return on October 23rd, actually today. So after 3 years and 11 months of hiatus, Togashi's manga Hunter x Hunter is coming back with a new chapter today on the 23rd. Hunter x Hunter manga series will resume in Weekly Shonen Jump issue 47. New info comes from official Twitter account of the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. So, people who are fans of Yu Yu Hakusho, you would probably want to watch the anime or read the manga of Hunter x Hunter. Definitely a top 20 anime series for me. I definitely enjoyed it. Really refreshing series there. So if you're interested, you could definitely start reading the manga, and you know, they will be returning, so you don't have to worry about hiatus. But this series usually goes on a hiatus a lot, so I know fans are kind of annoyed by that, but at least it's back and running. Any quick thoughts on the Hunter x Hunter or the manga, anime, anything?
Let me use my evil blurred voice for this one. Yes. Okay. No, straight up, bro. Like, this return seems promising. So, definitely from where it left off, and just, I really want to know what's going on with Gon. I want to know what's going on with Gon's dad. And I really want to know what's going on with Corley. I believe it's Lucifer Corleo, I could be. I know the guy's name. You know, the dude with the fish, the fish in the cake guy. But no, his ending was amazing because he was locked off from a certain amount of power and left out to basically. I guess he was left out there to die or send him back to the decrepit city that they come from. Oh yeah, I think it is Lucifer.
Oh yeah, okay, Lucifer, yeah, Lucifer, like Crollo or something like that.
Crollo,
okay.
Something. I'm about to say Tomasi in a minute, but let's get out of there. But no, straight up, it's gonna be tight. Like I think it's gonna be really dope. It's just it left some cliffhangers to say where are they now. I want to even know where Killua is. Like what's up with him now? Like is he working solo now? Is he working with his dad? Because his dad was, that family I don't think is out of the assassination business, man. Like
his family is tough as shit.
His family is like, I never want to come up as a name on their list.
Eisen, anything on this one?
No, I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, so.
Oh wow, okay, you should definitely add that to your list.
Cool.
If you like Yu Yu Hakusho,
check
you
it out if
like
you
Hunter x
can.
Hunter. Alrighty.
Yeah, I've got it on my queue.
Okay. It's that kind of anime where you say, huh, these kids are kick-ass, but why are they not in school?
Yeah, it's really good, and it usually shows up in top 10s and top 15s and stuff like that, so it's pretty good.
Like you know the funniest thing about Pokemon, I always tell people, I'll be like, Ash's mother was just like, hey, you what are you, like 15? You just go and do what you want to do. Like you good. Just be the very best, but call sometime, I guess.
All right. Last but not least, so Warner Bros. TV lays off 82 staffers across unscripted and animation. It says the television group has laid off 82 employees and eliminates 43 vacant positions, totaling a loss of 125 jobs across the company's workforce. So that's terrible. As reported by Verity, Warner Bros. Chairman Channing Dungey sent a memo to the employees on October 11th announcing the layoffs. Memo also explained the company would opt not to fill 43 vacant positions, leading to a total loss of 125 jobs. This makes up 26% of Warner Bros. TV Group total workforce. So they're cutting jobs. And this has to deal with a lot of the things getting canceled and stuff like that. And I think with Discovery and all that with DC, causing a lot of fuckery. So it's sad to see that people get laid off and stuff when these things happen. This is almost like what happens in the gaming industry. This type of things happen a lot too. So not good news. Sadly, those 125 people can get jobs in other companies and stuff, and and that's why, once again, I'm waiting for HBO and whatever to lower the cost of HBO Max. If you're gonna lower the content, lower the subscription fee. So stop all that bullshit. and lower the price because you're cutting off content off HBO Max. This all this stuff happening. But any quick thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, with this, with this recent purchase of by Discovery, hey, it's not surprising they had to lay off and cancel a whole lot of stuff to make it an attractive enough buy for Discovery to want to buy a tanking ship.
Oh man, yeah, right. Omega, what do you think? Yeah, I was almost drinking water. I had to hold back. Woo, you almost got me there. All right.
I almost did a spit take.
Yeah, almost. Okay, go ahead, Omega. Damn.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. Hopefully, I don't know, those staffers could just mosey on over to Disney.
Oh yeah, good point.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, dude. But yeah, I guess it just makes sense. Like with all, they've been cutting back so much. So
right, yeah, someone's gonna take a loss, and sadly, it's those people that were just doing their jobs. Sadly.
Well, maybe give it 6 months, and they actually be like, we need some more people. Good old Omega Dreads will go ahead and put in an application.
Hey,
they were probably CW. They were probably CW employees. It'll be all right.
Damn. Mac.
God damn. Ain't missing much.
The
perfect moment would be to play Dawson's Creek's song after Aizen Sama said that.
Damn. CW. Man. Damn. That's cold. But it's their fault. It's their fault. But all right. Yeah. That wraps up our episode 23 of Otaku Jump podcast. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to all the super chats and stuff like that. Next episode will be on November 6th. So next month we will be reaching our 1 year mark. Shout out to us and the co-hosts for 1 year of podcasting. So
yes, sir.
Shout out for everyone supporting. Leading on to the next year, 2023, it's going to be pretty cool. So we'll see you all early November. Have a good rest of your weekend. And yeah, contact us if you want us to cover anything. Give us an article, make sure it's recent, and or join the Discord. Just hit us up, and we'll go over that. Anyway, guys, peace out, and have a good night.
Shout out to everybody that came. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost?
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Force supply! Tyrannosaurus!
The SoulProviderZ.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Yomigaru!